Alright, it's time for more Skul, and this time I'm definitely not doing a speed build. We're going to deliberately try something different. I honestly expected it to give me a speed Skul. Well, give me a speed item, but whatever. Let's see what happens. I'll be down here. You don't get channel points for watching YouTube videos? That's true, yes. Do I have to hold this? Kinda does damage on the slam and it has a residual effect. That's not bad. I don't think it used to have that shield effect, the lingering shield. I mean, I think they changed that to make it, like, actually useful. Let's push his shield into everybody like we're running a double shield build in Dark Souls. You pay your frog taxes? Well, you did this time, yeah. Might as well take a ranged option, I suppose. Ugh. It's horrible. Don't worry, for those of you who can't use channel points to rig the results of votes, you could use actual money in the form of bits instead, even though they vastly don't affect the poll result as much as the channel points do, as far as I'm aware. Also, boom. So, as per usual, because of a Tuesday recording session, I used up all my stories in the first episode recorded of the session. Oh, treasure room. The poll is closed, yeah. Okay. It's free, why not? Oh, I may have had Pokemon Go on between episodes and I accidentally left it on, so I'm going to have to turn that off in a second. There we go. Just shoving a shield into everybody's butts. What news is there in gaming, chat? Because I know there isn't any news anywhere else. Ooh, DC cake. Oh, look, this is one of the new skulls. It's a Groot skull, environment friendly. Hides in the ground while invincible, then pops up to damage surrounding enemies. Slam a giant fist downwards. It's a power skull. We'll try it instead of a shield, I guess. Oh, it's adorable. But how do I hide in the ground, though? Oh, it's my mouse pointer. I'm just going to get that off of there. Dash attack can't multi-dash. 20% chance of shooting thorns on attack as well. But sadly, we don't have enough. Can I sell that and have enough? Yes, because I want that. I have my eye on that magpie. Unfortunately, it's currently just on the Epic Store, but it will be on Steam at some point. I will look at it then. We are Groot. We're all a little Groot. Why is it always this bitch? Especially when I'm... Oh no. He's so slow when he does his downward attacks. Actually, the fist probably reaches her while she's in the air. Oh, she's definitely getting away with that. Oh, or not, the fist did a lot of damage. Jennifer's better than Becky. It's weird, we got the same item as last time. Hello, Pride's Demon. Poor Groot is having to murder his own kind. I do enjoy trees punching trees, though. His downward attack sucks. I mean, it does damage, but it's so slow. Trees start killing trees, we're doomed. Well, I wasn't looking for gaming suggestions, I was looking for gaming news. Because I honestly haven't really been keeping up with that. I've been very preoccupied with plastic crack. Sneaky stabbers? Yeah, I'll keep a ranged option. Oh, that's a very slow transfer. Stomp, stomp. Oh, shouldn't say that. Get the dog going. BioShock Remaster is out on Switch. Okay, that's news. BioShock's really good if you've never played it. I remember I played BioShock 1 on an anniversary stream of something. Well, I mean on Twitch, but it was either my first year anniversary partnership or second, and it was still during the Overwatch times. I remember ordering a pizza midway through it to eat it, because I'd been streaming for most of the day. Well, not most of the day, but a lot longer than I usually do. BioShock 2 is terrible. BioShock Infinite is okay. Well, it plays fine. The story is just up its own ass. But we can all agree that BioShock 1 was very, very good when it first came out. It's a trendsetter, in fact. This tree fights back. Yeah, like the last quarter of Infinite. Still haven't really done anything with those bomber skulls, huh? They should be like Bomber Man, and then they'd be interesting. I mean, other than replaying the Resident Evil games and then eventually also going full retro and playing a bunch of PS1 Resident Evil games, I'm not really sure new game-wise anything that I'm interested in. Well, they don't even count as new games. New games for the channel. I don't know of anything I'm interested in. I'm eroding my backlog for YouTube by not recording very much for it. YouTube 1, that is. How long would one need to have available per session for BioShock? I don't know what you mean. Hello, weird team. I mean, BioShock 1 isn't that long of a game. We are good, yes. How did I do the height and ground thing I was talking about? It's a passive, right? Oh no, it's on swap. Never mind. Yeah. This is one of the new skulls they added in the patch on Friday, or whenever it was. He's throwing like the angriest temper tantrum a tree has ever tempered. I so badly want to say STOMP a lot, but I must resist. Because this is a very that word. Oh yeah, actually, that just reminded me I was considering going back to XCOM 2 then, wasn't I? Again, that's not really something to put on YouTube. I know people said, oh, who cares if you do another YouTube series on it, but... he is slightly too slow to do that. YouTube, yeah, Resident Evil 5 is going to get YouTube, and Resident Evil 6 will as well. But I've already got like 3 playthroughs of XCOM 1 and at least 2, I think 3, of XCOM 2. Because XCOM 2, then XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, and then XCOM 2 War of the Chosen with mods. Well, Alex, KOTOR has not dated well enough. It was good though, it was really, really good back in the day. Don't I have 4 XCOM 2s? Christ, do I? Base game, game plus expansion, mods. Did I do 2 with mods? I might have done, I don't remember. Oh, I did the base game with mods as well. Yeah, that's too many playthroughs of one game. And I know you might say something like, oh, but God, it's been ages since we've seen the clan. Like, oh, but what about Isaac? Roguelikes are different. Ooh, that's a new skill. It's fun. Still like Angry Group better though. Not for the boss I want. But he is pissed. Look at his eyes when he's attacking as well, they go angry. This is Groot and he's pissed. I was considering going back to Stardew as well with more people because I got a big update and trying a different start. I think that'd be good for chill streams, but I don't know how interested people would be in watching us play that again. Because we'd lack the joy of discovery that the blind playthrough had, that Anna and I did. We are Groot, yes. Ooh. Even faster stompy punches. Hello, Nollab. The thing holding me back from RimWorld is that the co-op mod for it is not official. If the co-op mod for it was official, I'd be back playing that right now. Oh, you know what's coming out of Early Access soon that might give me an excuse to go back to it? I think it's coming out of Early Access soon, you can go check for me and see. Prison Architect, after it got picked up by, it wasn't Team 17 that took that over as well, was it? Somebody bought Prison Architect. Oh, Tiny Build, was it? Yeah, we're using the Jester for the boss. Because Groot will never be able to hit the damn thing. Bigger Groot. Where's my son? Yeah, that didn't do any damage to him, so that doesn't bode well. That does, though. Risk of Rain 2 is fine, but it genuinely makes my eyes hurt to play it. And I don't think a game should do that. What is Greymore? Can someone check? Wait, Prison Architect came out of Early Access a while ago? Or maybe it's getting a big update or something? I don't know, go check the Steam page. Oh yeah, the next Elder Scrolls Online expansion is out in July, I think, the Skyrim one. We kind of drifted from that once Wastelanders came out for 76. And Fallout 76 in general has lost the viewers' interest in, like, majority speaking. Because it's doing terribly in the Sunday polls now for whatever reason. It's like the game finally added actual plot and characters and story, and now you don't want to watch it? You were fine with it when it was just me and Valnar fucking around? Making our own little adventures? Which granted was fun, but it's nice to have a little bit of direction. I thought Groot would actually do more damage, but because of attack speed difference, this seems to be doing more damage. Greymore is out today. New DLC for Prison Architect on June 2nd, on June 11th. Oh, it's my birthday. Puny. I'm happy you think that, but I still think we kind of are. It's just we have direction now is all, and we have a story to make fun of. I want that recurve bow, damn it. I like this wanton destruction Joker build we've got going on here. You've got to give me the chance at double speed again, you sons of bitches. No, I'm going to deliberately not take it. Oh, Hat in Time Blind was wonderful. And we replayed it fairly recently. By recently I mean like, was it September or something? But we did replay it fairly recently. Because I did both that and Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight not as good on a non-blind playthrough, but it's still good. Hat in Time remains just a wonderful game. Oh, except that. Yeah, screw the DLC. It gave me the speed bone access again. Ooh. Okay, we'll do a ranged attack build then. That's different. Give damage and slow down the enemy in front for a while. The Metro series, I tried to stream Metro, whatever, not the newest one, the one before that is, because I really liked that one, but I had problems capturing, so I couldn't. So it did almost happen. Oh, wow, that actually affects him. I was not expecting that. It took me by surprise. Your healer's dead. Your healer's dead and you're chugging potions. September was in the before times, yes. Might as well, but we'll just sell it. You can't stop yourself, by the way, when he's running like that. Once you start, you don't stop until the animation wants you to. I guess that's why it does so much damage. Because I bet they made the Jester Skull, yeah, it's rare. I don't know if it was always rare, but it feels literally rare now. But it seems like it's doing more damage to make up for that fact. If I did that a second slower, he would have ran at me or charged at me exactly in time with the presence hitting the floor. Hey, there was Harley Quinn DLC for Arkham Knight. Did that not count? Oh yeah, Silk Song. That doesn't. That's like a ways away. Also, you brought up D&D again, so I'm legally obligated or allowed now to talk about Batman again. Because I read a new Batman comic today before the stream. It's from DC's Black Label, which I think Damned was Black Label and maybe White Knight. I think it's just like they're like. These aren't canon stories, these are just enjoy them as standalone, complete stories, more or less. Oh, someone's still alive. So I read, it's called, I've got it here, Batman Last Night on Earth. And when I saw the cover originally, I thought he was holding, like he's dangling something from his hand. I thought it was a Green Lantern's lantern, and it was something about like him being the last survivor and he's a Green Lantern for no reason. What he's actually cradling is the Joker's head in a Futurama head in bucket-esque situation where he's still very much alive and able to talk. Oh, Monkey Island 3 is wonderful. I haven't played it for a very long time though. Is anyone familiar with the comic of which I speak? It's fairly new as far as I can tell. And it's set kind of like in the crossover between New 52 and Rebirth. Because it's by the folk who wrote that and drew that. Because the art style is, like, I recognise the art style instantly. You recall Joker in a jar. What a wonderful way to refer to him. Well, the setup to it is Batman is following a mystery just out of kind of semi-idle curiosity. Every night in Gotham, a chalk line appears, and then, like, apparently at random. But he's been following the tracks, and they're tracing around the entirety of Gotham into the shape of a Batman chalk outline, and where his heart should be is Crime Alley. So he goes there on the night where it would finish, like, the pattern. And he finds a little boy crying under a light. He goes over and sees if he needs help. It's a clockwork version of him as a child that pulls a gun on him and shoots him. Cut to him waking up in Arkham Asylum, being told that he's not Batman and that he's been insane, and the things he's been thinking he's been doing are not what he's been doing. And this is Alfred and a doctor telling him this. Like, the thing he thinks is his Batman costume is just a straitjacket with a weird helmet for electroshock treatment. And of course he doesn't believe them, he thinks it's a trick or whatever. And it actually gets a lot more convoluted than that, because eventually he also works out that Alfred is wearing a fake face. And the reason he's wearing a fake face is to hide that he's much, much older than he remembered. Because he's actually been unconscious for many, many years. Hello, Vice President. You're here late. We already did a poll and everything. I can't go back on what won. Oh, that wasn't reading yet. How did you walk into? I'm describing the start of the plot to Batman Last Night on Earth. Oops, Ah, I see. Well, you see, God Tier was on the table, but then when it looked like you were not going to show up, we did a vote and Golf won. Sorry, so to go back to my topic conversation, because I didn't finish laying out the outline of the plot. The gist of the plot is Batman slipped through the end of the world and finds Joker's head in a jar, and Joker kind of guides him around what happened. And because it's new, I don't really want to go through the entirety of the plot, but I like that the setup to the apocalypse is that Lex Luthor basically just goes on television and gives a rousing speech encouraging people to embrace hedonism. Like, stop caring about future generations, just go out and indulge. And that it kind of works and starts turning people into hedonists. Which is the pleasure of the self above all else, if people aren't aware. I know that because I took one semester of philosophy. That's not a lie, incidentally. Yeah, it's like hedonism ball. That is the Futurama embodiment of hedonism. So anyway, he did that, and then Superman and all the heroes tried to rally the world, and then Lex Luthor challenged Superman to a debate on essentially good versus evil, but more so like, why not just live for yourself? And it turned enough the population rotten that they turned on heroes, and then when it looked like the villains were going to win, they also turned on the villains, and that just led to the end of the world. Stop tempting me, Satan. And then some new villain appears called Omega that like killed Darkseid and took the... I've forgotten what it's called. The thing that Darkseid wants that can control life. And use that to like mind control everybody. And it's definitely not just Bruce Wayne. Absolutely 100% definitely not. Anti-life equation. Yes, that's the one. Thank you. But the fun thing about these like standalone Black Label stories are that they get to just show and do weird stuff. So like you see some of the fates of what happened to some of the heroes, and that's always fun. And the Joker being Batman's guide in the world is also just fun. He constantly annoys him by saying, like, "Can I be Robin?" Because he's accompanying Batman everywhere. And there is a payoff, but I'm not going to say what the payoff is, because again, it's quite a new comic. I also feel like, like I say, it's by the two people who did most of the New 52. And the New 52 has a perfect ending if you stop at Endgame. And it is called Endgame. Because that's just like a perfect end to a Batman comic. Like if there was no more after that, but of course there has to be. So they were forced to do more with like Commissioner Gordon being Batman, and then Batman gets reborn with the Joker in the primordial version of a Lazarus pit. It's dumb. But it's kind of like the perfect follow-up to that precise moment, because they really loved implying that Batman and Joker they're in a relationship. It's a weird relationship, but they're in a relationship. And it kind of builds on that, which is fun. Incidentally, I'm not meaning it literally. They're not literally in a relationship together, it's just... It's not a parasitic, or whatever that's called, relationship. It's something very weird and very unique to them. Ooh. I didn't mean symbiotic either. Parasocial, that's the one I meant. Like where one side thinks it's a relationship and the other one doesn't. This might be a run where Dark Paladin could win. Or be useful, I mean. Oh yeah, I forgot, even vice versa, I have Groot. Thank you Pikachu's Ragnarok for 19 months with Twitch Prime. That seemed to do a lot of damage. Oh, because it was a skill attack, that's why. Ooh, that's neat. You know what, I haven't given Dark Paladin a fair shot for a few updates, let's give it a go. I already missed the exploding clouds. But I do like that attack, that's new, I think. So yeah, I recommend The Last Night on Earth reading it, but keep in mind it is just a standalone thing. It's very weird and very apocalyptic. And also the end is very, very predictable. It's night with a K. I think. Hang on. Yes, it's last night with a K. Oh, I know, I've just realized what it looks like. It's the attack from Bleach. Kitsuka Tensho. That's what that is. You know, the one attack he kept for 400 episodes and never got anything better. Yes, his only attack, because he is definitely not an incredibly bad character made by an incredibly bad author. Ooh, that was a bad jump. Be gone. Nope, can't take that. Yeah, Bleach was alright when it was occasionally goofy and it was about exorcising ghosts from people, and then it just turned into anime, even in manga form. Well, yeah, the anime also had a very, very bad filler. But actually, no, sorry, so did the official manga. I forgot about that crap. I don't even remember what they're called, but they had a lot of official filler. When you have official filler, you know you've got something bad on your hands. Yes, up to saving Rukia was fine. Even the reveal that Aizen was the big villain, that was also fine, it's just it turned to shit after that. Like a video game almost. Yeah, oh that's an insult to video games, honestly. I think it was normal DS. Maybe it was 3DS. There was a Bleach game on DS or 3DS where you were an OG character and it played like Final Fantasy Tactics. That was really, really good. I think there might have been a few DS games. There's only one that I played that was like very good. And, oh, there was a beat 'em up as well. I forgot about that. That wasn't bad either. But the one I'm thinking of was an RPG. Oh hey, a stats effect actually works on these two. That is genuinely surprising. Damn it, so close. Oops. I wonder if it goes by which one you hit last, and that's the one that stays on. Oh, the final act. I skipped so much of it. Like, genuinely, I couldn't bring myself to read it, it was so bad. Speaking of which, My Hero Academia lost me again. Here's a random power increase for the villain. No, I think I've outgrown Shonen Jump mangas. I'm sick of them. Oh, that has a bad hitbox. Good, excellent. Sorry, I gotta ping them, just making sure. New EB items! Random power increases are a thing that have to happen, but the reason it's happening in My Hero Academia is because the main villain is... Like, if you aren't aware, everybody has quirks, and the main villain in My Hero Academia, the new main villain, sorry, his power that is like if he touches you, you decay, but the main character has the power of Superman, so you could just obliterate him with one punch. So they've got the same problem that DC has, which is the Superman problem, is your main hero is too strong. And they get around that by the main hero being inexplicably unable to use his power sometimes. But that's not enough, so they have to randomly make the villain super powerful so that there's a threat. And they lost me right there at that. Ah, she isn't petrifiable, although it looks like she still got slowed down. I also just realised that a lot of people might just be watching the manga, the anime of that, and I spoiled something that's happening in the manga now, so I apologise. I forgot. Genuinely. Ooh, it's a new item. But yeah, I wasn't talking about the stuff happening around that. I'm gonna let those death balls do the rest to that poor man. Now I really want to shout Getsuga Tensho every time I fire off one of those. Oh, the hitbox for it is so bad! It doesn't hit whatever's directly in front of me. They have to be a little spaced out. Oh, you don't dash far enough with the Skul to get away with that. Okay. That's why I like my superheroes without superpowers for the most part. This is a very high stun rate, because those don't usually get stunned by your attacks. Well, yeah, they parodied a lot of Western superhero stuff. That's just going to kill you, right? That's going to take too long. I need that health. I have read most of the, in fact I read all the Sherlock Holmes short stories and long stories, yeah. When I found out they were free on iPad, when I got an iPad for the first time. Just downloaded them and read them at night. They were. This is many years ago. This is before the BBC Sherlock existed. I don't know if they still are. I kind of like what we're rocking with this, honestly, so I'm gonna just keep going. I like his little power walk as well. You see that? Look at the way he walks. He walks very angrily. But with little legs. Thank you very much, Respawn76, for 33 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you for remembering to use it again and helping support this. It has been a little slow the past couple of weeks. Although the 2 weeks before that were actually very good despite the lockdown. I think because people were misspending their, what are they called? Stimulus checks? By giving me some of them. Some of it, rather. Which is obviously very nice, but... Ooh, that made him attack.
A gift for you.
Speaking, that was... Did you do that because of what I just said, or were you in the process of doing that? No, you said slow. That wasn't... Okay, I didn't say that to make you spend your money.
A gift.
I ran out of things to talk about and didn't want to talk about Batman because people get annoyed. But thank you, Alex, for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. And thank you, The House, for the very generous bits as well.
A gift for you.
The slow was in comparison to the last 2 weeks because of the stimulus. I can't say that word. Stimulus. You know what another hard word to say is? Massachusetts. Did I even say that right?
For you.
Hey, Vioil, yes, feel free to spam Sora-related emotes because the Borkinen got redeemed.
A
Worcester
gift
sauce and
for
Worcester
you.
sauce, yes, that's another one. Thank you, Serenity, for the bits, and thank you, Windy, forever too. I see that blipping cat in there. Don't think I don't. Thank you, Pride Steven, for gifting a tier 1 sub. Everyone who got a gifted sub, I will read out at the end. Okay, that took us back over the number I like to stay at. Just all that right there, so thank you. Just say Worcester sauce. It's fine. If anyone corrects you, just say you're foreign. It's fine.
A gift for you.
And thank you again for the bits as well from Shady and Prides.
A gift.
Know your
for
limits,
you.
spend within it. And look after yourself as well first. Things are hopefully returning to relative normal soon. Hopefully not
A
too
gift
soon
for you.
to risk a second wave. I think the hype train's already at its maximum level, so you don't need to worry about that. There's Genie Lamp again.
Ooh.
Ooh. Speaking of all. Can't sell those.
Ooh.
Worcestershire. That's a good way, yes. Spelling it phonetically like that is good. Thank you
A
again,
gift
the house,
for you.
for the very generous bits. I forgot we were low health. Almost there. No, it's full, isn't it? I thought if it's already level 5, it's already maxed out.
Ooh.
You've done enough. Ninja. Ooh, that's very good. I'm kind of rocking the Dark Paladin though. What I do enjoy is anybody who watches on the YouTube side who is annoyed anytime I talk excessively about Batman. It's now changed into my alerts going off constantly, which I'm sure also annoys them, but in a different way.
Ooh.
All I have to say to that is the grass ain't always greener. Thank you for all of this.
Ooh.
That shoulder barrage for you and the ghost. Chest lagging for you? Yep, all those little bits are going to do that.
Ooh.
Don't tell YouTube to suck it. I mean, well, YouTube as the entity, the business, yes. There's nice people on there who can't make streams. Not that many, but there's some. Oh, I forgot it was this skill. This skill's really good. Infinite Blade works. What happened? You left for 5 minutes? There was a massive outpouring of support. Because I, not erroneously, what's the word I'm looking for? Flippantly mentioned the last 2 weeks has been very slow. Because everybody used up their goodwill at the start of the outbreak. The hype train has completed. I swear it already counted as completed, but it has definitely now. Puny god. We did also talk about anime and Batman for a really long time, yeah. I don't have a death defy, do I? So this might be a bit dicey. Stuck. Oh, why did I do that skill point blank? It doesn't have a hitbox. Oh, she's dead. Nice. Unfortunately, so am I. Is that a shield? That's actually really handy. Barely made it. I received a man giving a hand signal? Hype punch. If only I had a Groot skull still. Thank you. If that hair was blue, it wouldn't look a million miles away. Oh, and if they had a darker shirt on. It wouldn't look a million miles away from my channel avatar. Cowardly Bowmaster's bow. That would have been so good if I was still rocking the Jester and had health, but I don't. I was Groot. Yes, no longer. Desperately need some HP now. So much damage to these enemies, and he stun locks them so easily. Partly because of how many damage ups we have, though. Oh, did you one bear? When is Groot? No, I won't get that reference. When I do eventually get Gamora and Nebula painted, they're going to be part of a theoretical Guardians 3 themed team. Wait, did my special attack get bounced there? It did, didn't it? Chunky guy. Infinite Blade works, and Getsuda Tensho, whatever it's called. This is the anime build. Oh, please drop HP. Still got a little bit of shield to work through, thankfully. Yeah, it is weird that Ronan is Guardians affiliate, but they're not going to do a Kree faction. Oh, to go back to an earlier conversation, Evil Vice President. Has your local flagship gaming store already got Ronan, Drax, and Ebony and Black Dwarf in? Are we still using a skill skull? No, but that means my actual skills though. I know we're actually seeing the crits, but I want a little bit of extra defense because we're not getting HP drops. No? Okay. I still imagine he'll get them quicker than most. You again. Turn up earlier, damn it. Oh no. I've been tricked. I just embrace the madness. Nothing is dropping HP this time, nothing. Damn, he died real quick. Oh, good timing for the shield. None of them dropped the... Wait, no, I think... No, none of them dropped HP. Well. Neither did he. We're boned. Oh, there's an HP shrine. That sort of counts. I know I could just wait until it kills them, but it's going to take forever. I presume they'd maybe do a Yondu one day. He's in Strike Force. Again, it doesn't really matter because we're screwed right now anyway. This is where the run ends. Because I did use Deathify, didn't I? All the people, it was a backstab from the crappy ninja. We needed 4 grand, right? Not 2 grand for the final upgrade. Yep, so we can't max out our upgrades until one more run.